Hello, world. You do have creative authority. You have to become the cause, not the effect. When you think about it, you're in life and you wake up and you're thinking about this. You are becoming the effect of something that you perceive to happen or that you're kind of conjuring up in your head. Man, today is Thursday. It ain't gonna go right today. Well, you're going to become the effect of that because you're establishing that state already. So use creative authority and become the cause, not the effect. Be the one that determines the reality as the person that is responding to reality. You know, when you wake up, you can wake up and think about this, that. All that is from previous experiences and previous feelings from yesterday. But when you wake up and you know that you are the creator, you don't do that. You get up and control reality. You get up and set the stage, the tone for the day. Because it's like every sustained inner shift has to manifest in your reality. You know, every time you embody this feeling, it has to play out in your reality. So you waking up and you not feeling good or you're not optimistic or things not going your way and you're perpetuating that thought, the mirror doesn't have nothing. The mirror doesn't care, doesn't have nothing to do with how you feeling. It's just gonna mirror back the state of being that you're in. So you're creating your reality. Hello, world. You know, they say that, no, I didn't create this, I didn't create that. I didn't. Let me tell you something. The way you think and the way you feel, you might not have created that exact situation, but the way you're vibrating, the way you're feeling, you attract these experiences in your life. You know? So I get it that, you know, you feel like, man, I didn't ask for that. I didn't want that in my life. Wait a minute. Let's go back. How are you feeling? How are you vibrating? It's like a person that is fearful will attract experiences that back up that feeling. A person that's feeling disappointed, the universe is going to send experiences to back up that or support that feeling. You know, same thing as a person feeling optimistic and waking up knowing, regardless what it looks like, is saying everything is going to work out for me, and they're totally feeling it. Guess what? The universe has to mirror back experiences to show you that everything is working out. You know, I've experienced it. I know it works. I know the shift. I know a lot of shifts that I've experienced, but it takes repetition. See, the true mastery is it's real good to feel safe, and victorious when things are working out. When things are going good, it's easy to, man, everything's going good. It's easy to catch that vibration. But what if it's not going the way you want it? Or what if you are trying to establish a new state of being? The true mastery comes when you don't see it, but you feel it. Like, I know things hasn't been working out, but today I am going to feel optimistic, hopeful, grateful, thankful, and I'm going to know that everything is going to work out in my favor. Regardless of what my outer experience is showing me, regardless of the things I'm going through, the bills and everything, I know that everything is going to work out for me. Now, that feeling alone is creative authority. You have the right, the authority to create a new reality. And let's say it didn't happen the first couple of days. You didn't see no change or something. You didn't see no difference. Matter of fact, you got bombarded with the same. Well, that bombardment with the same, that is the old still there. You hold to this. You hold to this new frequency, this new mindset, and I guarantee you, things will start showing up the way you want them to. It doesn't have no choice. If you feel good, optimistic, hopeful, and thankful and grateful, all that, guess what? It's gonna show up. You're gonna start seeing experiences. You're gonna start meeting people. Everything is gonna start working out for you. And even when you think it don't, it still is. That's being optimistic about situations. But I'm saying, become the cause, not the effect. Let's take it even further. Let's say a person that maybe is out of shape and he wants to work out, and he has an image in his head of what he wants to be and look like. Okay? Now, he knows that he's not there yet. He knows he's not in shape yet. He knows he's not looking buff or whatever, cut up like a Tyson chicken. He knows that right now. But his thinking, his mindset, his determination, his optimistic thinking that says, I'm going to be that. So he starts working out. Now, for the first week, he doesn't see no difference. Okay? Second week, third week, he might not see it. But then somebody comes in and says, hey man, looks like you've been working out. He said, oh, for real? You losing weight? I didn't see it. Somebody else sees it. That's the effect. He was the cause. So he has the creative authority. He's saying mentally, physically, everything that I want to be this. That is him being the authoritative creator and saying he's the cause, and the effect is him showing up in this new body that he has transformed to. And another thing, when a seed is planted, it grows in the dark. It grows underground. It grows, it is moving in the unseen before it sprouts in the seen. Follow me here. When you start establishing a new feeling and a new way that you want to experience life, this is where that shadow work is in the inside. Things are moving in the inside, whether you don't see them on the outside. And you just got to hold to that faith. And I think that we're in a state to where we want to see things so fast. We don't have the patience for it. I mean, the first sign of it not working, man, we're out of here. This shit don't work. But you didn't build this life like that. You was repetitious in your thinking of feeling bad. You was repetition in your thinking of things is not never working out for me. You was repetitiously thinking if it ain't one thing, it's another. So you sort of build that momentum of all this going on. Then you try to switch, or you switch. Then, just because you switched and said, I want to be optimistic and everything, and things are going to change in my life, well, you need a second for this internal thing to shift so it can project out there. It's a delay. The things that you are experiencing now are previous thoughts and stuff in the past that's still kind of lingering. But as you change your state of being, even though you're changing, you might have some interference of the past. But as you keep persisting in your assumption, because you're not giving no energy to that, it doesn't have no choice but to fall off. Now you're here moving forward with a new frequency and a new vibration. Now, even though you will experience things working out, things looking up, then here come a drag, something else, some doubt or something come in. Quickly, what I say, we got to be quick to snap back into our state of being and be persistent in our feeling and knowing that everything is working out for us. And that's where you shifting. You have to constantly be aware of what's taking you off the beam in a way. You know, every time that you have a thought and stuff that is not corresponding with what you're trying to do and be, snap back. Snap back. It becomes challenging at first, but then it becomes easier. It becomes easier. Then it's like you'll be looking at the day and like, man, I didn't have to snap back. I was in control the whole time. And then you take those days and duplicate those days. Man, pretty soon you have a floodgate of a lot of good things, abundance, and everything is flowing in. Because why? You've established a new baseline frequency and you're holding to that. You got to be quick to snap back out of these states. Even though you're feeling good and everything in the morning and stuff, then the day hits you, snap back. It's almost like a game in a way, you know, as we in the game of life on Earth University. It is like a game in a way. How quick can you snap back to your desired state? How quick can you snap back to this new state of being that you're trying to develop, or you're trying to experience? How fast can you do that? Or how long are you going to roll out in these feelings from a negative thought, and you're thinking about them all day at work, and it then went on into an hour and a half before you snap back? You see, it is like a road. If there was a forest, right, and you made a trail in the forest, and a week later you walk that same path, you're making a trail. Next day, you keep walking that path, you making a trail. But the minute that you don't walk that trail, guess what? The old weeds and stuff starts to cover it back up. Everything starts to grow back and it becomes not a trail no more. I'm using that to say that's the same thing with your brain. Creating these neural pathways. And you're pruning by the doubts. Synapses pruning. The doubts come in, you taking the weed out. You keeping the trail clear. And you keep traveling down that trail, you know? But it's the same thing with your brain. You're creating a new pathway. You're creating a neural pathway to where you want to go and end up at. And you do that with these thoughts in your imagination. And once you keep going down that pathway, you create not a trail, but a road now. This is a concrete road. You have sustained this feeling, this vibration for so long that things has no other right but to start showing up in your experience. But you gotta stay walking that path in a way. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, be the cause, not the effect. Be the one that controls your reality, not nobody else's reality. Just be the one in control of your own reality. By vibrating a certain way and holding to that, now you're expecting. It just comes with it. The next thing is, I've been doing this, I'm expecting good things to happen for me every day. I don't even expect nothing bad. My expectations are for the good, the positive, and what else comes with that to happen in my life, you know? It's not that I'm isolating and up and down, expecting bad, expecting good. No, you walk down that trail and you start pulling the weeds, the doubts, or you shutting the door on all the doubts that come in your thinking, and you just like, nope, I am quick to go back to my desired state of being. I'm quick. I know how to snap back. It's like, I'm not doing that. Nope, we ain't doing that today. I'll be damned if I start thinking, because I know where it's going to lead me. I'll be damned if I start feeling that way. I know where it's going to lead me. It's deeper than that surface stuff. Oh, I just felt bad for a few hours. I'm back good now. I felt bad for a few hours earlier, but I'm back good now. Well, you're sending out a mixed signal for the real thing that you want. So be aware and be quick to snap back into your desired state of being. Hello, world.